Hi guys, welcome back to A Voice in an Influence. I am sitting here working and I wanted to actually get dressed and give you guys my full attention while creating this video because it really means a lot to me just because of the title, but it is like boiling up in me right now. Like I am just thinking about it and I'm just like, I can't even wait. So let's just jump into it. So the title of this video is Sis, That Ain't Your Man. So what I want y'all to do is take a minute and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then go ahead and hit the like button and also turn on that bell so that you can be notified the next time I post a video. So let's jump right into it. So oftentimes, I see and I have experienced and I have also been this person before, where women complain about what the man is doing and what the man isn't doing. However, what we have to realize as women is that this is the man that we have attracted. And if you know, and you have been following my page for a while, and you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, then you know that A Voice in the Influence focuses on the 3 A's. What are the 3 A's? Authenticity, accountability, and attraction. So speaking about attraction, you understand that you attract what you are because you are operating at a certain frequency, at a certain vibration, based on how you feel and what you do. And those things create what? It creates energy. So the person that you have in your life is a representation of where you are as a person. And you may say, no, the person is not. Well, if the person is not, then this title of this video definitely speaks to you because that's not your man, sis. Because when it is right and it is the person for you, then you guys will be equally yoked. Okay. You will be on the same page. You should not be feeling less than. You should not be feeling taken advantage of. You should not feel like the person doesn't love you. You shouldn't feel like this person is disrespecting you constantly. You shouldn't be getting cheated on. You shouldn't be disrespected to talk to in a vulgar way. You should be building together. You should be praying together. You should be in alignment together. Okay? And when that is not the case, you have to take a step back and look at yourself and what it is that you are doing that attracted this person to your life. And a lot of times what I've seen is that people attract certain behaviors because what the person represents is habits. The person that's in your life, if they're disrespectful, if they're toxic, then you can point to some of their toxic behaviors. And those behaviors are patterns. Those behaviors most of the time are generational. So they are coming in to your life to mirror what you have probably witnessed and been through in your childhood. But because you have not taken the time to love yourself and to learn what self-love really is, you have not healed. So you are operating on a certain frequency that is attracting those type of behaviors in your life. And so, but because you're so desperate for love, you keep finding ways to stay with the person. You keep saying, but he loves me, but he does act like he loved me, he do show me he loved me sometimes. And no, sometimes he should be showing you that he loves you all the time. And when you guys aren't on the same page, you should be getting back on the same page within a day or so. It shouldn't take that long. When a person is really into you and a person is really trying to build with you, then you're not going to have too many problems that's going to cause you guys to be away from each other. Because you can't take days off in a relationship that you're truly trying to build with, right? And so when we talk about us recognizing, where we are and what we're doing, we have to take accountability for the decisions that we make. A lot of times we end up with people that we had sex with before 2-3 months. You didn't even take the time to get to know the person. So there you go right there. So that's the first issue, that you were too easily to let the person in your bedroom. And with everything that's going on right now and that's been going on, there's a lot of sexually transmitted diseases out there. There's just so many different things that go into, having sex. And then also, one of the biggest ones that I've learned is the soul tie. Like, that is a lot. And when we talk about a soul tie is really just an attachment. It's an attachment, and it could become an addiction as well. And so when we talk about attachments, what you have to realize that when you are attached to someone, your brain is constantly looking for a release, to be honest, it's a high from that person. Have you ever been into someone, been in a relationship with someone, and you guys are talking all the time, you're seeing each other all the time, and then all of a sudden the person, you ain't heard from the person in like 3 days. All of a sudden your mind, you can't think straight. You probably sick at the stomach. You probably can't eat, right? So what that is that your brain is missing the release that you get from being in communication with this person, maybe being intimate with this person, just being in relationship with this person. You're used to releasing a certain type of chemical reaction, like the endorphins or serotonin or what's the other one I'm looking for? The dopamine. So these are chemical reactions that set off in your brain that makes you feel good. These are the same type of reactions like when you're having sex, the endorphins, those things that go off, and it makes you, it's basically pleasure. And so when you choose to be in relationship with someone, you choose to have sex with someone, you are choosing to have your brain be attached to this person. And when you think, that's what I'm saying. So when you think about a soul tie, you could break up with the person, you cannot see the person for a couple of days, and you're still having this reaction just because this person is not there. So the key is that you have to focus on yourself and focus on healing, because why would you be constantly looking for pleasure outside of yourself if you have pain inside of yourself? You see what I'm saying? And that is what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I decided to confront myself and confront the pain that I had from childhood trauma, that I had from relationships with other people, that I had just experienced, like on a day-to-day basis, even just going to school, like being bullied and stuff like that. I decided to confront that pain and start to work on myself and truly learn how to love myself, so that I wouldn't be a people's pleaser, so that I wouldn't be gullible, so I wouldn't allow guys to run over me. I began to create standards for myself and not being desperate. Like, just because you meet someone and they fine and they have a job and and they want to talk to you and want to be with you, that doesn't mean that this person is the right person for you. Where is your standards? Where is your preferences? Where is your non-negotiables? What is it that you want? But the problem is we be so busy just wanting a man that we don't have standards. We don't have non-negotiables. We don't have preferences, the things that we know, the qualities that we are looking for in a man before we actually get with them. And then even through the process of dating, you shouldn't be having sex with no man because you don't know them. A person can play a role for a long time, like 6 months before you truly see the real them. So why would you put yourself in a position to attach your brain, to someone, and now you constantly thinking about them? And then if you have sex, that's adding a whole nother layer. And now you've created a soul tie and you don't even know if you're going to be with this person. And then in the meantime, you still have pain from your past that you have not even addressed yet. So that pain that you have within yourself, you're going to bring into the relationship. And if that person hasn't addressed their pain, then y'all just about to be a hot mess. Y'all going to be together and you're going to be a hot mess. It's going to be issues. You're probably going to have anxiety attacks. You're going to feel depression. All of these things will come into play because you are attracting your mirror, but you're pointing the finger at this person, saying that this person is the issue, but you are the issue because this person is in your life. You allowed this person to be with you. You allowed yourself to accept what they're doing. So if a person in your life is disrespecting you and cheating on you, then you have to question, do I really love myself? Because when you really love yourself, you're not going to allow someone to treat you any kind of way. Because love doesn't allow for a person to be toxic to where it turns you to become toxic. You see what I'm saying? Because you'll begin to feel drained. You'll begin to not feel the love that you have for yourself. Immediately when another type of energy comes into your life and it is not love, you will begin to feel drained. You will begin to feel tired. You will start seeing yourself not doing the things that you used to do. All of a sudden, you're not taking care of yourself as much as you used to. All of a sudden, you're not putting that much into your business as you used to. All of a sudden, you keep telling yourself, I'm this type of person, but then you allow this person to disrespect you, call you out your name. You allow the person to maybe even put their hands on you. You allow the person to not even come home every night, or just whatever you are allowing that's not making you feel good about yourself. What you have to understand, maybe you still have some pain inside of you that you need to heal. Okay. And I speak about these things because these are all things that I have already been through before. And I literally had to dig deep down in my side of myself and really confront issues that I would never, that if I was in that situation now, it would be hard for me to say it because it's so much pain. But see, that's the beauty of healing. That's the beauty of coaching, is that when you go through it and you heal, you can then express it outwardly so that you can help other people understand that you are not alone. I was a person who idolized marriage, and because I was idolizing marriage, I was doing some desperate stuff. Seriously. Just by the conversations and things that I would have with certain people, and the things that I would do, you know what I mean? And the things that I would accept. And when I truly began to love myself, I cut off relationships that were supposed to go to marriage, in terms of that's what we agreed to, but I cut it off because I didn't truly know myself. It wasn't even really about that person, because at the end of the day, it's about attraction. What are you attracting in your life? And if you attract a person that's in your life that's not on your level, then you're not going to continue on with that person because you love you. You're going to let them go. And by you letting them go, you are going to be teaching them something about themselves. Because I'm going to tell you just like this. Every real man wants a woman who's willing to hold him accountable. Every real man wants a woman who's going to make him work for her love. Because that's why God created man. God created men so that they can work. And so they want to work. If you ask any man, they love to chase. They love to chase. And sometimes it's the chase that just they won't. You know what I mean? Because it's so easy out here nowadays for them to get women. A lot of women think that they are, really winning, but they only feel like they winning because they in competition with the person's ex, or they in competition with the woman that he liking pictures. So they go to her page and be like, oh, I'm better than her. I'm da-da-da. So really, it's not even about the man. You stuck in your ego. And he's stuck in his ego. So that's why y'all attracting each other. But when it gets down to the real love and it gets down to building and truly being happy, it don't last. It don't last. So I know you guys thought that this message was going to be something else. But hopefully, if you get to the end, you understand what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, sis, if you want to be better and you want real love, it starts with healing yourself and being honest with yourself. Like I said on a previous video, I used to feel that I wasn't beautiful because of what I've been through. But as I expressed that and I addressed that within myself, things shifted and things changed. Okay? You can truly love yourself and you can truly find peace within yourself and truly have self-love. That is the highest love that there is self-love, because God is love and God is within you. But if you don't have peace with your relationship with God, that is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. because God is love, and apart from God there is no love. So if you're in a relationship with someone and they don't want to talk about God, if they not into showing godly love and they don't know how to be vulnerable, you have to question if that's really love. Because true love allows vulnerability, because you trust in the love, and you have to trust in God because God is love. So there is no love separate from God. So if you in love, you say with your partner, you should be able to talk about God openly. And you should be able to be vulnerable, because you don't trust nobody if you're not vulnerable. Vulnerability and trust goes hand to hand. And after trust, then you develop love. So if a person never develops your trust, how can you say you love them? I want you to question if that really is love. It's time for us to get real with ourselves so that we can truly create spaces that are authentic and that are real. So I pray this message has helped you in some type of way. Please comment. Let's consider the conversation, continue the conversation. And thanks so much for tuning in to A Voice and Influence. It is your girl, Tikeysh Lemons. Peace.